So the favourites at the moment, Dick Johnson's team?
I think so, yes. I mean, Johnson has everything going for him. He's been victorious last year. The car has been one of the cars to beat in the Touring Car Series this year. It's perhaps the only concern for them is there's been a slight change in the regulations, which has affected the Fords, and it really depends whether or not they can get them sorted out in time for Sunday's race.
And those changes in the regulations, it's a cutting of something, what do you call it, the under tray on the car?
Yeah, the front under tray, which goes directly underneath the air dam at the front of the car. They've taken 200 millimetres from that. Well, what that means, in effect, is the car has less downforce. It's not pushed down on the ground as hard when it goes around the corners, so it makes them a little slower around the corners.
Yeah, there's been a few complaints there, and so, of course, you know, he won last year, but the race is very different this year.
Yeah,
because of that.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, it is different, but I think once they've had enough time throughout qualifying, the Fords will be back on the pace again. Yeah, there's very little difference at the moment, and I think give them a little bit more time this session and a little bit more work tomorrow, and they'll be there.
Well, Peter Brock, it's his 10th possible win tomorrow, Sunday, I should say. How do you think he's going to go? He'd be the sentimental favourite, wouldn't he?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Brocky, 9 victories here, you know, and looking for a 10th one. He has to be the sentimental favourite, but also, I mean, he is a big chance. He was right up there again last year until an accident put him out of the race. Throughout qualifying, he's been one of the quickest guys again this year. He's a big chance to do it again, and he has to be one of the contenders. And
what about the other contenders? Who are some of your top 5?
Larry Perkins, you could never discount him. Mark Scaife, former champion with Fred Gibson's Commodore, and of course, Seven's own Neil Crompton and Wayne Gardner. They too have a very good chance this year. It's one of the most open races for many years.
Okay, well, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Ladies and on the...
First.
Welcome back to the Mountain Panorama circuit at Bathurst. You're saying that testosterone levels go up. What about for women?
Yeah, for women too, yes. I was actually just talking to some researchers this morning at Georgia State University in Atlanta, and they confirmed all of this, and I got some more interesting information. That they said that from their research, when you watch a sporting match, whether you're male or female, if your team wins, your testosterone level goes up. Because, you know, women have testosterone too, but they just don't have as much of it as men. But the testosterone level goes up when you watch your team win, and when you watch your team lose, it goes down, and by the same proportion. Now that's really interesting because, of course, a lot of that explains why there's violence after soccer matches, why people just get so aroused afterwards. And according to a psychologist's research last year from America,
Good morning, how are you?
Very, very well. How's the track? Apparently you've just done a couple of hard laps.
Well, you know, it's a nice day for it. It's nice and cool. Everything seems to be running fairly well for us, so here's hoping Sunday will be the same.
And what speed are you going right now?
About 220 k's. That's no big deal.
Pretty casual. Could you just... Sorry?
Well, wait till we get down here a bit and I'll give you a bit of 285, 290.
Well, why don't you talk us through this half a lap?
Okay, sure. Well, we're coming to the corner they call Forest Elbow, which goes onto the main straight, which is a very long straight, and it goes into 4th, 5th, it's in 4th gear and 5th now. We're just about to pull out and pass Alan Moffat's car, and we're running 265, 270, 280, 285. Back down the gears, just 3rd gear. This is what they call the chase. It's the fastest part of the racetrack. Down underneath the bridge. Back to 2nd gear for the turn on the pit straight. And that's where the checkered flag, and that's the one I want to see on Sunday.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
And when you were going that fast, were you finding it difficult to talk?
No, not really. I leave a little bit in reserve all the time.
You're doing pretty well in terms of the lineup for the race this weekend. You're favourite at 6 to 4.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean to say very much in this sort of competition because it's a fairly tough field, and with the changes they've had in the Falcons, it's sort of left us a little bit probably short of a few things, like front air dam has been changed and a few things like that, but it's all just part and parcel of this sort of parity racing. They change things on us at the last minute.
And, well, you won last year. Do you think that this year it's going to change it so much you're just not going to have a chance?
Well, I sincerely hope so. You know, we've got a very good package. I think the thing that we've got really going for us is the fact that our guys do a tremendous job in the pits, and not only that, but we've got very reliable motor cars.
Can you just give us in layman's terms what changes have been made to your car?
Well, basically they've taken away some front-end grip from us because they've cut some of the under-tray away, which gives us some aerodynamic downforce at the front, and that makes it very difficult to balance the car front to rear. So it's not understeering or it's not stepping out in the back, but we've been working very hard all week to try and balance the car up, and it's getting a little bit closer.
I bet you have. And your teammate John Bow, he's apparently a very strong teammate.
Yeah, he's been with me for quite some time now, so we know each other, we know how we sort of work. We know basically the cars, we've been working with them for so long, and it's just a very good pairing. We're both about fairly close to being as fast as one another, and that's what you've got to have in this race, because it's 1,000 kilometres of going flat out from start to finish.
Well, just before we go, I just did an interview with a psychologist who said that men get aroused when they flirt with danger. How are you feeling right now?
I can't see anything happening.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Good to speak to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dick Johnson. Looking very relaxed there, going at 270 kilometres an hour.